New developments in the case surrounding a toddler's death at a daycare in the Bronx. This is a video from outside the daycare. As you can see, crime tape is up and police crews are on the scene again today. This as lawyers for the daycare owner and her cousin-in-law go before a judge. CBS News' Alice Gaynor is live at Bronx Supreme Court with the very latest. Alice.
Neither Grei Mendez nor Carlisto Acevedo Brito were physically in the courtroom today because both are in federal custody. So lawyers for each waived their appearances. Meantime, as you mentioned, a new search warrant is being executed right now at that Bronx daycare. Sources tell us specifically what they're looking for are traps, false walls, things typically found in drug stash houses. The NYPD's crime scene unit is back at Divino Niño Daycare Center in the Bronx, searching the entire place. Last week, 1-year-old Nicholas Dominici died after being exposed to fentanyl, and several other children were sickened at the daycare and hospitalized. During a previous search, officials found a kilo of fentanyl stored on top of playmats used by the children and kilo presses. The daycare's owner, 36-year-old Grei Mendez, and her husband's cousin who rents a room there, 41-year-old Carlisto Acevedo Brito, were arrested and charged in state court with murder of depraved indifference. Earlier this week, they were also slapped with federal narcotics conspiracy charges, which carry a sentence of 20 years to life in prison. During that federal court appearance, Mendez cried and denied any knowledge of a drug operation. Brito denies it too. Federal prosecutors accuse Mendez of playing a role in the drug distribution and in helping her husband escape. They're still looking for him. It's alleged on Friday afternoon, after discovering the children were not waking up from their nap, she made 3 calls, 2 to her husband, the 3rd to 911. Today at Bronx Supreme Court, attorneys for both Mendez and Brito had no comment. And both defendants have opted not to testify before a grand jury. Both are scheduled to appear back here in court on October 5th. Outside of Bronx Supreme Court, Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.
Alice, thank you, and look for our continuing coverage as the investigation and legal case moves forward on the air and online at cbsnewyork.com.